This video is to show you how to save your iMovie video onto the desktop, so how to export it or how to share it. Or those are the other ways that you can say it. So we want to get our video out of iMovie and put onto our desktop so that we can hand it in or so that we can share it outside of iMovie. So once everything's done, you're going to go up to the share button at the top here. Click on the share button and you're going to want to share it as a file. Don't bother putting it in any of these other applications. You want to save it as a file. Once you have it as a file on your desktop, then you can go and share it wherever you want. So click on File, and then this is where you need to change the title. You will likely have something different written here, but you want to make sure that you name it with the first names of the people in your group. So you can put each person's name. Let's say it was Dan, Eric, and I don't know, Josh. Okay, so let's say that those were the names of the people in the group. So just put your first names, and then you can put a space with a dash and a space, and then the name practice video, or you can call it techniques video. Either one's fine. Okay, so just make sure you rename it. Most importantly is that you have your first names listed so I know whose video it is. Then you hit next. My computer is a little bit slow, so we'll have to wait for it. I believe the next screen is to show you where you want to save it. Okay, so now you can decide where you want to save it. If you have a folder on your desktop, then you can choose a specific folder. Otherwise, you can just put it on your desktop for now. Okay, so I will save it on my desktop. Now you'll notice that you might get this error about replacing you. Most likely won't, but that's probably just because it's I have other videos on here. So you'll notice that there's a little activity dial up top here. This tells you what's going on. Okay, so it is not done exporting. So once you hit that share button and you start to export, it takes a bit of time. So you can watch this dial and you can see, or you can just go and do something else and come back and check later. But you need to make sure that this dial is finished. So once this has gone away, then you should have your file on your desktop. Right now I don't have anything because it's not done exporting yet. Once it's done exporting, then I will be handing it in. So where you hand it in, right now you're going to be handing it into your hand-ins folder. So the same as you did for your previous assignment, you're going to open your hand-ins folder, find Golden Gate, open up my folder, and then you're going to find your class, whichever one it is. Once your file's done, now this file is not done. I can tell because there's no icon. If I look at my iMovie, it's still going. So I can't hand it in yet. But when it's done, so once you're 100% sure it's done, then you will click it and drag it into your folder. Okay, right now it's not done, so I can't hand it in. But when it's done, that's how I'm going to hand it in. If you have any questions,